Real Madrid's transfer machine is already whispering about Plan B, and at the centre of those whispers sits a Euro 70 million number that could define the club's next strategic pivot. The story starts with Rodrygo, a talented young attacker who once felt unstoppable, now finding himself squeezed in a constellation of stars where minutes have become precious currency. Vinicius and other established forwards occupy the spotlight. New signings and tactical shifts have shuffled the pecking order, and the upshot for Rodrygo is fewer starts, fewer chances to stake an unarguable claim. When a young player of his profile grows restless, big clubs do not wait for drama. They map contingencies. Enter Bradley Barcola, a 22-year-old French winger who arrived at PSG with a reputation for pace and unpredictability after his time at Lyon. Since 2023, he's shown the kind of attacking versatility clubs crave, the ability to play wide, move inside, and finish chances. Last season, he posted 21 goal contributions, a tidy ledger that turns heads in boardrooms and scouting reports alike. For Real Madrid, the math is simple. Replace a potential outgoing with a young, dynamic attacker who can slot into multiple roles and keep the team's offensive ceiling high. Yet the deal is far from straightforward. PSG values Barcola highly. The Parisians reportedly moved quickly to protect their asset and have even opened talks about a long-term extension, a move that would shut the door on suitors or at least raise the asking price. On Madrid's side, Florentino Perez is never content to be reactive. The rumour of a Euro 70 million contingency is less about a shopping list and more about leverage, a signal that Madrid intends to be ready if Rodrygo decides his path lies away from the Bernabeu. The financial figure also tells a story. It's significant enough to tempt a top club, but calibrated to the market for an emerging winger, an investment in potential rather than an instant superstar. Negotiations, if they ever truly commence, will hinge on timelines and appetite. PSG reluctance to sell is the first obstacle. A contract extension would make talks prohibitively expensive and would require Madrid to weigh whether to wait, outbid, or pivot to another target. From a footballing angle, the switch to Barcola would reshape Madrid's attacking options. More direct pace, a willingness to invert and attack channels differently from Rodrygo, and perhaps a new tactical balance that gives coach and squad fresh ways to unsettle opponents. For fans, reactions will be mixed. Some will mourn the idea of losing a homegrown prospect. Others will embrace a club that appears willing to invest in youthful upside rather than eternal rotation. Beyond the club, this rumour could ripple across Europe. PSG's stance, whether extension or sale, will set signals for other teams watching the market, while rivals in La Liga and the Champions League will take stock of Madrid's potential new threat. The cold truth is that football's ecosystem runs on movement, ambition, opportunity and money, and Madrid's reported plan highlights how elite clubs manage all three. Keep an eye on contract talks, the summer window's opening, and any changes in Rodrygo's public stance. Those small shifts often determine whether whispers become headlines. For now, Florentino has placed a clear marker in the sand. If one young talent slips away, another, expensive, promising and ready to test himself, is being eyed as the answer. The coming weeks will tell whether this Euro 70 million whisper becomes a transfer that reshapes a squad, or simply another chapter in the season of rumours.